two, one.
Good evening, my friends, my family, and even our enemies. We are live. This is Live Free or Die, and I'm your host, Eli King. And thank you for joining me on another wonderful Saturday, February 23rd, in the year of our Lord 2013. And today we're going to start off with, since it is the last Saturday of Black History Month, I like to honor my favorite black African American male, no other than Malcolm X, Malik El Shabazz. And the reason why this man is my favorite African American, because this guy supported the Constitution. And then, let me get to Malcolm. First, Malcolm had two sides to him. And pre-pilgrimage, yeah, some would say he was a little bit of a nut. So would I. But post-pilgrimage, you can say the guy was enlightened, and he came back with all sorts of knowledge. He figured out when he went to the Mecca to do his pilgrimage, that blacks and whites sat at the same table, ate from the same plate, drank from the same cup, prayed to the same God, blonde haired, blue eyes. And he came back with this message and saying, just like Martin Luther King, we all need to unite. Young white girls and little black boys holding hands and, all that good stuff. But, unlike Dr. King, well, Dr. King did support the Second Amendment, but unlike Dr. King, Malcolm really supported the Second Amendment, okay, and really supported the Constitution, cold-heartedly, as a matter of fact. He supported it so much. Had he not been assassinated in 1963, I most definitely believe, I am 110% sure, the 1968 Gun Control Act would have never ever passed, because that means they would have went and took Malcolm's guns, because Malcolm was a convicted felon. And even today, we have this problem. You get convicted felons who can't get guns. And we're not talking about violent offenders here. We're talking about tax evasion, petty crime. And because maybe you evaded some taxes, now you can't, you don't have a Second Amendment right. And now they're even moving on to the military with this. If you have PTSD, where's the article? I don't have the article. But if you have PTSD, I believe the ATF just sent out an article to about, I think it was 85,000 veterans, stating that they may have to turn in their guns because of their medical conditions, because they're taking psychotropic drugs. Psychotropic drugs that state on the insert they are mass suicide pills will cause you to kill yourself. So, instead of blaming the drugs, they want to go come after the guns. And this is something Malcolm knew. Malcolm was a true enemy of the New World Order, okay? Malcolm was 50, 60 years ahead of his time. So that's who I honor for Black History Month. Malcolm X, the realist African American patriot who obeyed and honored and upheld the Constitution of the United States. Because that is what is most important. And with that, we'll take some calls. Number is 212-860-3583. We are live. It is February 23rd. Give me a call. If you got anything, anybody you want to honor for Black History Month, anything you want to break down, like for instance, Planned Parenthood. I like to talk about Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood was created, or one of the founders was Margaret Sanger. And Planned Parenthood pushes a lot. They're always in the poor neighborhoods. You can never really find them in the suburbs. So, Planned Parenthood hits up the low income areas, the projects, the ghettos. And They try to kill as many black babies as they possibly can. Margaret Sanger, like I said, one of the founders of Planned Parenthood, described black people as parasites. Okay? And she took joy and she took pride in aborting black babies, killing black fetuses. Okay? I'm not lying. I just don't make this up, people. As a matter of fact, I ran into a Planned Parenthood. Before I knew Margaret Sanger called black people parasites, I ran into one of those Planned Parenthood scumbag advocates. And of course, he was trying to get me to support Planned Parenthood and sign the little damn paper. And I go, I don't believe in abortions. I believe life is created upon conception. And he was like, "Nah, that's not true. It's a little parasite. It's just a little parasite," he says. And I didn't get it at the time, but had I got it, that where he got this term from, Margaret Sanger, who called black people parasites, and they love killing black babies, love giving black people syphilis, why do you think breast cancer is off the hook? Come on. So many people are dying. So many people. They're giving you this aspartame. Here. Take this aspartame instead of the regular sugar, which aspartame will give you diabetes faster than sugar any day and faster than corn syrup. So if you're going out there drinking Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, just move on to the regular Coke and the regular Pepsi. It's more healthier for you. Believe it or not, the corn syrup is more healthier than the damn aspartame that gives you cancer, migraines, all sorts of ailments and illnesses. Black people, for Black History Month, say no to the flu shot, okay? Say no to the vaccines because they are targeting you. They are targeting all of us, but they specifically target you, especially with the man-made AIDS virus, okay? Yes, AIDS is man-made, people. Believe it or not. A black doctor from the Navy, as a matter of fact, Dr. Gray Boys, I think his name is. And he came up with this, actually, he discovered the Special Virus Program report that was created by the government in 1972 that clearly stated how to treat people living with AIDS, basically. How did they know how to treat people and medicate people living with AIDS in 1972? Because they created the virus. You may think I'm a little insane, but you can just go look this up. Okay? AIDS did not come from a monkey. AIDS is a race specific. It goes after the black blood genome. So put it this way, 85% of the world can catch AIDS. 15% of the Nordic European descent are immune from AIDS. Just look up the Berlin patient. This is an American man who was cured of AIDS in Germany by German doctors. And what he initially went in for was a bone marrow transplant. And he also had an HIV. So they went to go kill the leukemia with the bone marrow transplant. And lo and behold, the AIDS was gone. They mistakenly cured AIDS. And, what does, the hell is that doctor's name? Dr. Gallo, that scumbag. What does he say, the big AIDS doctor? He says that the treatment, that the bone marrow transplant would be too risky and that people will die from taking this bone marrow transplant. But people are going to die from AIDS anyway. So why not take the risk and go with the bone marrow? Rich, let's take that call. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's on your mind, brother? Talk to me.
Oh yeah, I know you still at the same studio, right?
I'm still at the temporary Firehouse El Barrio studio. Everything's going
Oh,
great here. I got a great guy over here, Big Rich, one of the best guys that works here. I tell you, this guy knows
so
his
it's a little
stuff.
bit better though, right?
Yeah, it's going good. They got the HD camera. I love the way I look when I go watch myself on YouTube.
Oh,
It's
okay,
much
yeah.
more clear. I now have to
It sounds
shave
clear. You don't
because
have
it's
no
so damn
echo or
clear.
nothing. You
Uh,
don't have no echo or anything.
Say again?
You have no echo or nothing like you had in the other studio.
Oh, I used to have an echo in the other studio. That's not good. Hey,
Yeah,
anything you want to
before.
throw out there, Steve, for Black History Month?
Oh yeah, exactly. Remember I told you last week about the African burial ground and everything that I visited?
Oh yes, break that down for me, Steve.
Well, that was a real eye opener right there because that's the part they didn't teach in school and all that. There's a lot of things they don't teach about because they want to keep us in the dark. So as you know, a lot of stuff is coming out. So that's why you got to go to, see, alternative outlets and everything. Like this one and Infowars, Natural News, Washington News, I think.
Drudge Report and all sorts of other.
Because they're the one that breaks it down.
Who was your favorite African American that you like to honor on Black History Month?
Well, I got a few others. I got Vernon John. I like Paul Robinson, the opera singer and civil rights leader.
All right.
And I think I like Malcolm X because he has a very strong pinpoint in everything. Because I think what it is, I think between Malcolm and Martin Luther King, they both have different views.
Different views, yes, but when it came down to it, actually they both supported the Second Amendment. And
Oh yeah, they did exactly. But we still got problems today, though. That's the thing. We're far away. At least it's not as bad, but we're still not finished yet.
yeah, it's time
And
we
this is still
restore
like a
our
fighting
Second Amendment.
country.
Anything
And
else on your mind, Steve?
oh yeah, with this question, the thing that's supposed to be going through on March 1st and all that. If Congress don't make that pass with the drastic cuts with the military and everything, you heard about that, right?
Oh yes, Obama is crying about job cuts, even though everybody's payroll tax went up. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
So what is that's going to mean,
it's
though?
another show. Expect the collapse to go down around then, March, April, and when that happens, when all else fails, Steve, they'll go to war. I appreciate the call, Steve. Good call. Let's go to this next call. Caller, you are on the air. What's on your mind?
Yeah, do you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Do you hear me? What's up with the teachers and the homework that they would give the kids about the slaves? Do you think they should be reprimanded for that?
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. What about the slaves?
I mean, there was two school teachers. Sometime this week it was on the news.
Okay.
They have been the kids' homework, math homework. They were describing like slaves on the ship. If you had a certain amount of slaves on the ship, and another certain amount were killed and thrown off the ship, how many slaves would be left?
No way.
That's one of the math problems.
No, I did not hear about this. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
So, yeah, they thinking about reprimanding the teachers. I want to know your opinion. Do you think they should?
It depends on what school this was. If it was a public school, then absolutely. If it was a private school, they have the right to teach whatever they want to
No,
teach.
it was a public school.
Well, then yes, they should be, as the Marxists or the communists would call it, they need to be re-educated.
Yeah, when you get a chance, look it up. Watch. It happens sometimes. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, I appreciate the call, man. Let's go to this next call. We got another caller. Caller, you're on the air. What's on your mind?
Hey.
All right, turn down your TV for me, please.
Hey. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Talk to me. What's on your mind? What do you got for Black History Month? All right, I appreciate the call. Callers, when you call me, you got to turn down your TV, listen to me on the telephone, so this way we don't get any feedbacks. There's a 7-second delay that they put on this Manhattan Neighborhood Network and pretty much every network because they want to bump keywords. They occasionally throw in what my friend called a magnetron, and it basically glitches the signal that comes out. It's funny when I talk about the even ridiculous stuff like reptilians, which I don't really believe, but I talk, reptilian glitch. A reptilian is what they call an alien or some sort. I don't know. Those blood-sucking demons. I believe the Queen is a reptilian, though. She looks like a damn lizard. Piers Morgan too. He's a scumbag. But anyway, let's go on to this article right here. We're moving on. This is from Kurt Nemo, Infowars.com. Citizens applaud defeat of firearms ban in Massachusetts. Yes, the firearms ban was defeated in which town is this? Westford, Massachusetts. Yes. I call it Massachusetts because I had a very bad experience in Massachusetts. I was called a nigger by a Massachusetts state trooper. And I find Massachusetts is more racist than down south. I've been all over the South, Virginia, Florida, Georgia, and I've been treated with the utmost hospitality. But you can't blame, the whole state for one bad apple. So to all you people in Massachusetts, I still love you. All right. So yes, this great town in Westford, Massachusetts, basically shot down their damn firearms ban, their assault weapons ban, and said, no, you will not take our guns. If you want them, you're going to have to come and take it. All right. Caller? Caller, you're on the air. Turn down your TV.
Hey. What?
I appreciate the call. I don't know what the hell was going on there. Sounds like you was having a party or something. Drinking a little early. Actually, whoa, I almost forgot. There's some other stuff I wanted to get to. President's Day. I also want to talk about President's Day. I want to talk about the greatest president that ever lived. And being that it's Black History Month, please don't think it's Barack Obama. Because if you see my shirt, I believe Barack Obama is a tyrant, okay? I'm here in Spanish Harlem outing Barack Obama for the damn tyrant that he is. And don't think I've always been this way. I was actually born and raised a Democrat. And in 2008, I voted for Obama. I campaigned for Obama because I believed everything he said. He was for the Constitution. He talked about checks and balances, about the Constitution that Bush was violating. But no, when he got into office, he picked up Bush's ball and ran with it, spiked it. So Obama is like Bush on steroids. Let's go to this call. Caller, you are on the air. Alrighty then. Caller?
Hello?
Hello? Oh boy.
This is Hollywood Kaningi.
I appreciate the call. Wow, is that your first time on live TV, my friend? Alright, you need to come up with something better than that. Maybe a joke, Why the chicken cross the road? Anyway, you distracted me from my President's Day. All right, the greatest president of all time was George Washington, okay? George Washington. And you want to know why? Because this man, George Washington, the first president of the United States of America, could have been king of America. They offered him the kingship. We want you to be king, General Washington. And he said, get out of here. I want to go retire and go moonshine, make moonshine and grow hemp. That's also what this country was founded on and is also illegal today. And there's been this war on moonshine and marijuana since the 1930s. And there is still an abundance of moonshine and marijuana all over this country. Washington and Colorado just legalized it recreationally. All right, let's go to this call. Caller, you are on the air. Next call. Caller, you are on the air.
How you doing, buddy? I got a question for you, man.
Uh-oh, go ahead.
How do you feel about Obama giving freedom and also, giving all these Hispanics papers, all these immigrants out there, man?
Well, to be quite honest, I think it is horrible. It is a travesty. But I appreciate the call, caller. And but the only reason why I think it's so horrible is because the people that he is giving this citizenship to will most likely vote to take away the guns. Now, if the illegal immigrants came in and wanted to become American and abide by the Constitution and respect all of our Bill of Rights, then a million illegal immigrants could come. Then I would have no problem. But they're going to come in under a socialist agenda, take our guns, just ruin the country. But I accept any immigrant who will obey and abide by the Constitution, what this country was founded on. This is why I do my show, because the damn Constitution is being destroyed. It is being abolished. All right, let's go to this call. Now I'm getting fired up. Caller, you're on the air.
Compadre, voy a estar vacilando, oye.
Arriba, arriba, arriba. All right, we just had a call from Speedy Gonzalez from Mexico. I guess he didn't like, well, maybe you can, I don't know. Look, I'm over here taking phone calls. All right, listen to me, people. Like I said, I have no problem with illegal immigrants coming to this country and becoming American citizens. But it should be a prerequisite that you must take a test on the Constitution. You must study and obey the Constitution, because they're barely teaching this in our schools anymore. I consistently, daily have to, run by the amendments of my children. They're only 7 years old, but I still, what's the First Amendment, huh, son? Second, third, fourth, we run up the list. And he goes to school and, occasionally he runs into stuff and he knows his rights. So that's good for a little 7-year-old. All right, let's move on to my next subject because we're running out of time. I also want to talk about these damn subway kills. I don't know if you've been on the subway lately, but you see a sign that 55 people were killed by the subway in 2012 and 142 people were struck by a train. Now, since so many people were killed by the subway and a lot of people are killed by guns, why don't we ban the subway? I mean, 55 people were killed. We need to ban the subway. Come on. We can ban guns. Let's ban bathtubs because the mother drowned her kid in one. Let's ban spoons because of fat people. People get fat. All right, we got a lot of calls here. Let's go to the call. Caller, you're on the air. I appreciate the call. Caller, you're on the air. I appreciate the call. What's going on here?
Hello?
Caller, you are on the air.
Someone calls.
What the hell? Next call. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi, I just want to know if you're single. I'm gay.
I appreciate the call. Jesus Christ. I'm married, and even if I was single, I'm very flattered, but, oh boy, we get some characters here. All right, let's go to this call, Rich. Caller, you're on the air. Oh my God, quiet down the baby. Let's go to the next call. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
I wanted to ask you, how do you feel, or how effective do you think is the stop frisk?
I'm sorry, speak up, sir.
How effective do you think the stop and frisk is, as it's violating all our civil rights?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate the call. The stop and frisk is not effective whatsoever. You mean the violation of the Fourth Amendment? When they stop you and they grab on your nutsack and, throw you up against the wall, especially if you live in the poor neighborhoods and you're black and Hispanic. I've been stop and frisk a bunch of times. Well, here's a little tip for you boys and girls. Like, I had to use this one time. They rolled up on me, said, hey, we got to search your bag. I said, for what? They said, oh, because you fit the description. I said, oh, really? What's the description? They said, you. I go, okay, get on your little radio and tell Central to repeat that description. Oh. And they couldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. Instead, they searched me anyway. They didn't find nothing. They felt like jackasses. And I was too young to go even file a civilian complaint. Had it been now, I would have. I would have gotten in their face and, respectfully, it would have been on. Because, of course, you cannot, get wild. This NYPD, they'll depending on the officer, not all of them are bad, but depending on the officer, they'll put the beats on you. All right, let's go to this next call. Caller, you're on the air. All right. I think people like to call up to, I don't know what. What do you think that's about, Rich?
Sounds like they need something to do.
I tell you. I don't know. I think they've been smoking too much. All right. Here I have this other article. My next article is by Paul Joseph Watson of Infowars.com, and it states, DHS contractor apologizes for selling shooting targets of children. Offensive cutouts depicting pregnant women, gun owners in residential settings removed from the website. Yes, as I don't know if you could see here, there's like pregnant girls there, and it's fine. There's pregnant, they got pregnant people, mostly white people, a little girl, a little 5-year-old boy, a granny, a middle-aged woman, and they're all pointing guns. And the reason why the Department of Homeland Security has gotten these targets is because they plan on going to war with Middle America, basically the Tea Party, because the Pentagon had war games of the U.S. Army fighting with the Tea Party in 2016. This is a war game. And I don't know if you noticed, they're demonizing the Tea Party and these people who love the Constitution consistently. They even, on television especially, they even got the WWE character, formerly known as WWF. Vince McMahon has put out this racist white character who loves the Constitution, but he doesn't like Mexicans and illegal immigrants, and he gets in the ring and then he gets beat up by the Mexican, and they make him a heel. They make him total bad guy. So, and they're coming out with all these other shows like I Hate Paul Revere and what's the other one? Founding Fathers. You're going to see a lot of demonization of constitutionalists and a lot of frame jobs, a lot of setups, a lot of false flags. Constitutionalists, I am black. I'm a black Hispanic. I am not racist. I know tons of black people who love the Constitution and are not racist, and we are with the real Tea Party, not the co-opted Republican Tea Party. Damn it. All right, I'm glad I got that message out. People, we are out of time. God bless America. God save the Constitution. And if you have received this transmission, then you are the resistance.